Like we always do about this time.
Like when I first started, like when I first ever started, like got the word on me. Like I was sitting in the car, used to sit in my baby mama car and write my raps, like, you know what I'm saying? And then it took off from there. And then I started like when I got busy, when I got real busy, I couldn't write. So it was just like I got the voice memo, I used to just rap the rhythm or like a melody or something. You know what I'm saying? Save it in the phone, get back to the studio, put it on the beat. But then like right now, like with this album I'm working on right now, the whole process I went back to when I first started, like just writing, like I really wrote.
What's going on, folks? It's your boy back with another video, and today we're going to talk about writing versus punching in. You know, these are two different rap styles, and you know, one is not better than the other. It just depends on your creativity and what you want to do. If you want to watch the rest of this video, you got to join the Patreon, okay? For as low as 10 bucks. Come on, 10 bucks. That's 2 packs of cigarettes. That's 5 cheeseburgers. For 5 cheeseburgers, you can elevate your rap career, okay? What are you waiting on? Link in the bio. Anyway, now, how many of you guys thought that Moneybagg Yo was writing his rhymes? Nobody? Okay. See, the thing is the majority of street rappers, trap rappers, they are not writing their raps. They are all punching in. That's why you don't get any like super thought out song concepts or any crazy metaphors, because everything is off the top of the head. So when I listen to Moneybagg Yo, it sounds like a rapper that's very sharp, a rapper that's very on point, a rapper that doesn't really switch the flow up so much. And those are all signs of a rapper that is writing down on paper, okay? Now, you got the other side of the guys who punching in. And the thing is about guys that punch in, they have more freedom because they're not held to the paper, what's on the paper. They can, you know, switch things up. They can improvise. They can add all different types of creativity. But once you got that stuff written down on that paper, I mean, there's only so much you can do because everything is structured around, you know, those bars that you wrote. So there is no good or bad style. It's really up to you and your creativity. Now, I'm going to show a video of Wayne, and I want y'all to peep something.
Money's on, and motherfucker, we the shit on anybody lawn. Nah, hold on. Coming back with something better. Young Money's on. Give me the beat. Forewarning, Young Money's on, and we can shoot it out. I got the money drawn. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Give me that. See? Take that to the bank with you. I rock my head to the side like I paint pictures. Smoke weed.
Now, I don't know if any of y'all peeped, but there was a notepad right there. Not just a notepad, but a flip through notepad, meaning that, you know, somebody was currently using it. I believe that Lil Wayne was using that notepad. Now, everybody knows Lil Wayne is the godfather of the punching in style. But, you know, I'm here to tell you, you don't necessarily have to be just free flowing when you punching in. You can punch in with lyrics already. And that's clearly what Lil Wayne was doing in that video. It's a reason why Lil Wayne's lyrics are so bomb or so hard, you know what I'm saying? Because he's actually writing them down. And, you know, the whole thing with not writing and all that, it started with Jay-Z and Biggie, because, you know, there's legends and myths that, you know, about them coming in the studio with their verses already written, or just coming in the studio and just laying something down. And I'll kind of let you see Jay-Z's process.
When you say you don't write, I always wondered about that. I mean, so you literally come in the studio and then formulate sentences in your head.
Yeah.
And then spit it to that beat.
Yeah.
And you never write down the lyrics.
Never.
You've never done that.
Never.
From Reasonable Doubt until now.
I wrote the second verse of Can I Live in Reasonable Doubt. That's the last verse I remember writing.
And so stuff just comes to your head spontaneously?
Absolutely, like a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what we're kind of seeing is there are all different ways to skin the same cat. You got Moneybagg Yo, a guy who writes this stuff down, who gets on the voice recorder and he'll mumble a melody. Then when he gets to the studio, he'll fit the words in, okay? Then you got a guy like Wayne who is writing down, you know, you know, a couple of lines here and there, and then going in to record it, and then hearing how it sounds, and then before, you know what I'm saying, fully fleshing it out, he might change things on the fly. So this is how you can, you know, implement punching in with the writing style, so you can ensure that your lyrics aren't lacking like most guys that punch in, because most guys that punch in, they don't have pen and paper in there. The only kind of paper they got is a styrofoam cup, you feel me, and blunt papers, you feel me. But anyway, in that video, the Lil Wayne style is perfect because, I mean, he comes up with a couple of lines, he hears it, so he doesn't have to stay locked into a flow. So he probably writing like 3 or 4 lines, and once he writes those 4th lines, then he goes and hears it, and then he writes another 4. You know, he might switch the flow up, he might switch the rhyme scheme up, but it allows him the spontaneousness and the freeness of punching in, but still keeping the sharpness of writing. Then you got Jay-Z, and I used to do this a lot in school when I didn't have time to write, I would do lyrical exercises where I come up with one line, memorize it, then come up with the next line and memorize it. And this also, you know, if y'all on the Patreon and y'all remember me talking about transitions and everything, this is where transitions come from, because how is Jay-Z able to remember line by line? Well, with the transition of each line, it's gonna of course tell you what the next line is, okay?